So the various approaches toward the BOP, that is the incremental, evolutionary and revolutionary innovation. Incremental innovation is basically concerned with the existing technology that are used by the number of firms and organizations to produce their number of goods and services. And those needs and how to operate those technologies are already familiar to the number of users. Those users who are working within the organization, those employees who are working within the organization, and the number of techniques they are used for the production of goods and services, they are familiar to the number of employees. So this technology, this approach is basically called as the market pull approach. It is basically normally derives from the studying that how users deal with their daily problems and proposing the solution to it. While using the number of technology, while using the number of techniques within the organization, there are certain number of problems that are arising while using that new techniques and technologies. And after arising the problems, how they solve, how they held up with the number of opportunities and number of alternative solutions, and how they are able to cope up with that solutions. So this function is already provided the best material to the number of organizations. With that they can produce the good amount of goods and services to satisfying the number of consumers. So according to the second approach, that is the evolutionary innovation approach, evaluationary innovation are proposed based on the new technology offering a new meaning for the users. So under this approach, whatever the new techniques, whatever the new machinery is used for the number of production and the number of units produced within the organization, all new innovative ideas, all new strategies and new techniques are offering under this concept, and the users has to follow these standards and new technology for the purpose of producing the number of goods and services within the organization. So these kind of technologies are driving by the transforming the new scientific development and new industrial processes and product or design driving convincing the new meaning and users of artifacts. So basically, if any kind of organization use any kind of new technology within the environment, within the organization structure, with that new technology, they can provide the solution to the problem that is arising within the organization. And with that new technology, they can provide the solution to the problem that is arising within the organization. So basically, So this kind of evaluationary evolution approach is used over the last couple of decades. For what purpose this approach is used? This approach is used to design the new technologies, new framework within the organization, and all these new concepts are helps to create an entirely new awareness among the organization, among the consumers, and among the number of employees who use the number of goods and services to satisfying their wants. It creates a new awareness and creates the new information toward the number of products, that what new products are transformed with the use of new kind of technology, and it helps to facilitate both mobility and self-determined life. And also this aspect such as appearance, cost, ease to use, maintain, durability, size availability have been gradually incorporated in the development. While the evaluationary innovation approach used all sort of new technology, all sort of new concept, it results into the appearance, cost of product, how the product is to be used, how to maintain the product, how product is durable, and their availability. These all concepts are covered under the concept of development of new production. Yet this kind of approach is still remained unaffordable by the majority of users, not only emerging economies but also the developed market. Basically, most of the organizations are not able to adapt this approach, that is the evolutionary approach, because of the new technology and the new methods are used, and for this they have to raise the efficient number of finance within the organization for the purpose of research and development of new innovative ideas. The next approach is the revolutionary innovation approach. Revolutionary innovation approach deal with the comprehension to subtle and unspoken dynamics in social culture models that result in proposing the radically new values, meaning, languages, and other implies to deep change in social culture design. So basically the revolutionary innovation is deals with the concept of number of society, under which the certain things are involved, that is kind of values, their meanings, and different kind of languages according to the different regions. These all factors implies the deep change, deep variations in social culture design. So this approach is normally taken place when the technology breakthrough. Most of the organizations use only this kind of technology when there is no new technology, no new strategies, or no new plans that are built up by the organization. It introduced both technological and socio-cultural requirements for the purpose of development of an extremely low-cost product. Revolutionary innovations are adapt. This approach is used by the most of the organization who doesn't have efficient number of finance within the organization. They use this approach for the development of products with very low cost. So these three approaches translation. These three approaches translation what? That is, if you are talking about taking into account of these three approaches, if you are talking about the conclusion of these three approaches towards the innovation. Both the approaches indicates the concept of innovation ideas that are used by the organization for promoting their products to the market, and how it is possible to translate these concepts into the BOP test. So how these approaches can be used in the bottom of pyramid concept. As the point of departure, the solution for the BOP needs to go way beyond the market, that is the full strategy, such as the packaging redesign. As we are talking about the BOP, that is the bottom of pyramid model, if we need to put the market under the concept of pull strategy, if we want to raise the market, if we want to higher up the market from the level of poverty, we need to adapt some innovative ideas, that is the packaging redesigning. Whatever the organizations are existingly used kind of technology, kind of packaging methods, they need to change and they need to redesign that number of packaging. and reducing the durability of the products, adapting the new product development criteria, and how they can segment a particular market and how they can attract more and more consumers within that market. So basically the expanding and distribution of these networks are can be reached to the small retailers. Whatever the goods and services are produced, how we can segment the market, how we can inform the particular about products to the number of consumers. These all networks, these all small networks can be created through retailers. That is the third person who can communicate the information about the new products to the certain number of consumers. So this basically means and introducing the new meaning and new technologies or both into the market. So these approaches covered the concept of technologies, socio-cultural activities, their values, their beliefs, all the mix of this concept, and they introduce these concepts into the single unit into the market for promoting their product. So the next concept we are going to discuss is the consumption and marketing practices in bottom of pyramid context. So massive kind of opportunities that are already exist for marketers to increase their focus on bottom of pyramid segmentation. As we have discussed the concept of bottom of pyramid where most of the population is covered under poverty. So there are variety of opportunities for number of marketers who can increase the focus on bottom of pyramid, that they can improve the life standard and the living standard of the number of people who live under poverty. So such consumers are typically thought to earn around $2 per day at least. Those number of people who live under the factor of poverty, they they earn around $2 per day at most. So their per day at most value of income is $2. So developing these marketers should be driven mainly by the private sector operators, analysts' beliefs. So if we are talking about according to the thinking of experts, according to the thinking of analysts, most of the market adapt the various kind of strategies for developing their products. Most of these strategies are basically adapted by the number of private sectors who operate their operations within the market. Private sectors can improve the life standard of living of people, remove the poverty by adapting the certain millennium development goals under which they can improve the lifestyle of the world's poorest people by decreasing the poverty rates and by providing number of education facilities to that sectors who are at the bottom of pyramid model. Basically, the private sectors are involved with the argue that these segments can occur various benefits including private sectors can provide the number of various benefits to the number of population that is relating to the healthy food, healthy water facility, and most of important thing is education facility, and it will lead to the better access of different number of products and services. If the consumer is more aware about the product, if the consumer is more educated about the product, and if the number of population is employed, it will lead to the development of economy which will assess the different kind of better number of products and services that is provided to the number of consumers by MNCs and other private sectors. So these all concepts are covered under the concept of consumption experience, that how the consumer consume the particular product with adapting the new various techniques and new various ideas in product. So according to this concept, the overall quality of life will improve as a result. If the number of techniques, number of strategies are well established and with the effective manner used by the number of private sectors, it will result into improve the lifestyle of the number of people. So the consumption provides means to elevate the poverty by increasing the amount of disposable income available to BOP households as the result of cheaper products and services. So if we are talking about the concept of consumption, if proper level of income is distributed to the number of poverty line people, then it will avail the number of private sectors and BOP households that they can consume the number of goods and services at the cheaper rates, and this will lead to improve the standard of living and they can live the healthy life. So finance can furthermore leave the poorer consumers less vulnerable to approaches from moneylenders and the lack of access to the legal services. If the number of population is with the lack of facility of finance requirement, if they doesn't have the sufficient amount of money to increase the standard of living, then they are covered under the factor of poorest sector, which results that they have to go to the number of various money lenders to have some loan, and they have to repay that loan after the particular period of time at the higher rate of interest. So allowing the BOP segment freedom to choice and greater control of the own destiny and other factors in the argument. So basically the overall meaning of this concept is to improve the standard of living of number of consumers, and according to the BOP model, it depicts that consumers are free to choose the number of products and services, and they have the greater control their own destiny, that what products and they what services they want to gain and they what thing they want to achieve in their life. So the next concept is bottom of pyramid consumption activities that can be obtained by the using following theories. So there are a number of theories. The very first one is the compensatory consumption. Compensatory consumption refers to the consumption behavior which aims at coping with the psychological deficit and threat. The core theme of consumer behavior research is that the people consume products or services not only in the fluctuationary but also for its signaling value. Whatever the goods and services are consumed by the number of consumers, it will all depict according to their psychological, according to their thinking. Whatever the advertisement would affect upon their psychology, or the information they get from their friends and relatives, it will lead to influence their purchasing power. So it refers to the consumption in response to need something believe are lacking in their life. Most of the compensatory consumption is done by the number of consumers who feel that there is a lack of response according to the use of that product. So products are purchased to compensate for deficiency. So according to this concept, whatever the goods and services are consumed by the number of consumer or by a particular person, it is purchased to reduce the deficiency level among the psychological factor, such as to satisfy the self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, and power. Next one is the consumer resistance. The fact of people disliking or being unwilling to buy the particular product or services. So this resistance is deal with the number of consumers who doesn't like any kind of product or who are not willing to buy that particular product due to lack of income factor. So consumer resistance, various definitions of this concept have emerged, but all are generally focused on how people respond to persuasive their market tactics. Consumer resistance is mostly deals with the psychological factor and the income factor, that how why what the factors resist them not to buy the particular product, but they all are generally focused on how the number of consumers are responding to the number of packets that are adapted by the number of marketers. So studies refers to the conflicts between the temptation in the face of consumption and the need of self-control. Under this study, whatever the consumer want to consume, but they are not consuming due to their self-control because of the income factor. So striking the balance is perceived to be much easier for people in Western market compared to those of BOP context. So for making the effective manner of consumption, consumer have to make the certain kind of balance between the psychological factor and the income factor. While maintaining this balance, they can consume the number of products which they are used for satisfying their basic wants. So next concept is covered under BOP context is marketing practices, and there are few number of challenges that are faced by the marketing who wants to sell their product into market. So the challenges to reach the base of pyramid population are many. The very first one is, first of all, the market faces the higher transactional cost. Whatever the goods and services are produced by the firm, they need to sell it to the market. For distribution purpose, they have to face the number of transaction cost, that is distribution cost. They need to pay the particular amount to the expert. They need to pay the particular amount for the transportation cost. These all transaction costs are very high for the particular marketer. Usually the marketing channel is too longer for the product to reach its destination, and it must pass through many intermediaries. Whenever the goods and services are produced, while reaching to the end number of consumer, that particular number of good has to pass through many destination, many phases. That is the very first one. When the product is consumed by the organization, it will pass to the next department for the packaging purpose, then next pass to the transportation purpose, then to the distributor. So this supply chain will lead to the higher transactional cost, which will lead to the higher price of the product. So the infrastructure such as road and transportation is poor and costly. So while making the infrastructure strategies, while making the facilities of roads and any kind of transportation facility that is used by the marketing for communicating the product, for transferring the product from one place to another, is the highest channel for any firm. So moreover, the BOP market has largely capillary and places in interland and far as difficult to reach. So according to the model of BOP, under the concept of various marketing practices, if new and innovative marketing strategies are not adapted by the organization, they have to face many kind of problems, and it will lead to difficult to reach towards its goal. So, on the other hand, in the towns of metropolitan regions, there is a lack of urban infrastructure and safety. All these factors may be leads to the distribution of BOP to be more costly and challenging. If we are talking about the concept of metropolitan region, if these religions are developed but their infrastructure, their level of safety is very low, so all these factors, all these low factors, which will result to the costly and the challenging concept for BOP. Thank you.